Have you ever strayed away from going to certain events because you're afraid that someone's going to notice your bald spot, or that someone's going to notice the wide part in between your hair, wherever that may be? Well, 2 weeks ago, I shared my 9-month journey, which is called What I Did When My Hair Started Falling Off in Clumps. And so that was basically a video about what worked for me and what didn't work for me. So that was more of treatment to make my hair grow, or what I was doing to make my hair grow. And in that video, I promised that I would share with you guys what am I currently doing, or what have I tried to do to hide some of those spots that make me feel less confident, or make me feel like everybody's staring at it, even though no one truly is. So I know you guys know what I'm going to say first. So what I love to do is my heatless curls. This is just a one band. I can't remember what it's called. And then this is the octo curl. And this has to where you can wrap your hair on the top and the bottom. And I will show a picture of what I look like wearing each one of these. I will tell you, I probably look a little bit better, less scary if someone happens to drop by my house if I am wearing this than when I'm wearing this. The reason why I like to wear these is because they give my hair volume. I'm not going to lie to you. Can take some adjusting as far as learning how to wrap your hair in either one of these two devices. Secondly, it also can be quite challenging to sleep at night if you wrap it a certain way. I personally prefer the one rod, or I can't remember exactly what it's called. And I really like it because just place it on my hair. I usually put like a clip here, and then I just roll, kind of like you are French braiding. But I really like this one because it's sort of kind of here, and then I can tuck it in the back of my hair. I sleep on my back. It just makes it easier if I happen to roll on my side. It's just easier to fall asleep. The other reason why I kind of like this one too is because I don't feel like it's pulling my hair in different directions. The Octo Curl, it's a good product, really good product. It probably gives my hair way more volume than if I use this particular product here. But I sometimes, if I turn my head a certain way, I sort of feel like it's pulling my hair. And when you're trying to grow your hair back, the last thing you want is your hair to be pulled. So, but here, as I mentioned, these two babies are the thing that I like to do. Usually what I like to do is I think that I get more volume when I wash my hair beforehand, make sure that it is dry, and then I roll my hair. And I will be honest with you again, it is a trial and error type of thing. You just have to stick with it. If you find too much pulling, then maybe don't sleep with them at night. Maybe wear them during the day. You know, if you happen to work from home, you can wear them during the day, take them out, run your fingers through your hair. It'll give you the volume. If your hair looks kind of crazy, and I've had that happen, you can use your curler. But I like it because it just makes my hair look a little bit fuller. So that is number one. The other thing that I have tried that is my best friend is either these two products. This particular product comes in, I think different companies make them, but it is a root touch-up. So some of you might say, well, I don't have gray hair. I love you. I wish I was you. But this is kind of like a 2-in-1, because if you do have gray hair, you can cover up your gray hair. If you don't have gray hair, it does kind of give the illusion that that hides that area you don't want to show. Then there is this other product here. I don't know if you can see it. It is called Gray. I will make sure that I put it on a full screen so you can see it. It's called Gray Away. The reason why I like this particular product is because I call it my crayon. So I'm not sure how many different colors it comes in, but as you can see, it's kind of like a crayon, and it is soft. It's kind of clay, and you can just brush it into your hair. I love this because I can brush it into where I need a touch up. And it's easy to control. And if you feel like you've gone a little too crazy, maybe some of you don't like it on your scalp, it has kind of like a sponge little applicator. And you can just kind of use that sponge and you can kind of just smear it like that. And so that works really well. And I will say I did style my hair just slightly different today for you guys because I wanted to show you guys that, yes, I do have some areas to where my hair is slowly growing. Before I actually use this product, both of these products, the Gray Away and this Ageless Root Touch-Up, are both waterproof, or not waterproof, but they'll stay on your hair all night until you shampoo your hair. So I like that. This particular product here, I'm not too much of a fan of because if your hands are slightly moist or have some kind of oils on it, and if you don't touch your face, because if you touch your face, you might have whatever color you chose. Mine is kind of a light brown. I might get that on my face. So I'm going to kind of show you here. You see here, I still have this little baby growth, but I wanted to, before I go into that, my hair up here and back here where the hair has grown back is about this long. So that's about, I don't know, 3 inches. And I can feel that when I do roll my hair, like I've mentioned before in the prior video, that when I roll my hair, it gets a little harder to roll here. So that's why you're probably looking at my hair and saying, what happened to your hair? It's because it's getting thicker. So I'm going to demonstrate with you guys right here. As you can see, I have a little bit of a spot that I don't like to share, but I'm going to share it with you guys because you guys are my friends. So there you go. It's not perfect, but it does give the illusion, gives the illusion that, one, my hair is a little darker there, and two, it also gives the illusion that there's actually some hair there. The only thing I will warn you is that because it does go on your scalp is also going to be the exact same color as the product that you actually put on. But hey, who cares? It's all about confidence, and you don't have to explain why your scalp is brown. It could brown or black or whatever. It could be that maybe you failed to wear a hat in the sun and you've got a little bit of color there like we get, on our skin. So those are the products that I have used and I love, or the two things. The other thing that I have done, if you've watched any and all of my videos from the beginning of 2022, you will notice that I part my hair a little different. And the reason I've done that is because when your hair starts falling, unfortunately, it falls in different areas. And sometimes it falls in one area in particular. And so I used to part my hair on this side, but then this side it became more finer. I think I'm going to use that word instead. My hair became more finer on this side. So I had to start parting it. So then what I started doing is parting my hair down the middle. And I think in some of my videos, you will notice that my hair is parted in the middle. Then I noticed that I started becoming a little more finer toward the middle. This is all before I really started to notice that my hair was falling out. So then I started parting it on the side and on this side, and it's kind of stayed that way. But that's kind of what I've done is I flip my hair different directions and I use these particular products so that it gives me that confidence to be on camera or even be out around people and I don't have to worry about, can they see my finer area? So those are things that I've done. The other thing is haircut. If your hair is thinner, you might want to consider a different haircut. What I have done is, as I mentioned before, I used to thin out my hair before my hair started falling out because it was too thick. Boy, I can't wait to get there again. And I'm getting there because my hair is currently in the antigen phase. So, you might want to consider, what I did is I started telling my hairstylist to stop thinning out my hair some time ago, probably about, um, probably a bit small. I think I'm going to go on 2 years now, but close to 2 years, somewhere in there. But what I've told her now is that so that my hair looks a little thicker, is I've told her to do longer layers instead of the layers she used to do. I used to do kind of a chunky type of layers so that my hair didn't feel too heavy and it would style and my curls would stay longer. Oh, that's another thing. Prior, I used to always wear my hair straight because it was big and thick. You know, I could wear straight hair and people would admire my hair. But when my hair started to fall out, that's when I started curling my hair so that it gave the illusion that it was thicker. So you might want to consider maybe wearing something that has more volume. So, the hair, changing your haircut. Sorry about that. I have a couple of notes here because I want to make sure I cover everything. Another thing is maybe wearing, and this is something that you have to be really careful with. I used to always wear my hair in a tight ponytail when my husband and I go out and walk. Now what I do is I do a loose French braid sort of, but it's very, very loose. And I do wear, I have one in my pocket right now. I wear scrunchies instead of other bands. And the reason I do that is because these particular scrunchies are better for your hair. They're not the best thing for your hair, but they're better than wearing a band. You might want to consider maybe wearing some type of like a lazy bun. I've seen some women on TV or even on Pinterest, pictures where they have this like kind of a knot thing and it's very classy, It doesn't look really messy, like you didn't put any thought into the way you look. And then if you have certain areas, we women tend to lose hair when we start to lose it here in the temple area. Use some of these products. I mean, they're great products. Use some of these, spray it on the side, and go out and do your bad stuff. So those are things you might want to, those are things that I tried and have allowed me to still stay connected with the real world, because it's all about creating the best me is about being out there, being involved, doing the things that make me feel good, and also being with my family. Other things that I have seen people use, I've never used them. My daughter shared with me one day that one of her teachers had a receding hairline, and she never knew this. I didn't know this, but she said that she had a clip-on bangs. So if you're one of those type of people that maybe have a hairline that you're not very confident in, I swear to you, I met this woman, I spoke to this woman, I would have never known that she was wearing a clip bangs. I know that some people will put them into their hair to just give their hair a little bit of volume, and they will find those that are pretty close to their hair. I wouldn't recommend doing extensions, because extensions tend to break your hair. The key is to try to be as gentle and friendly to your hair. So maybe buy some of those clips, just clip them in, during the day when you go out and do stuff, and then take them out at night. Let your hair breathe. Let it be in its natural state. Those are things to do. Another thing, I've seen these on Amazon. They might be, other places might sell them, but they're called hair fibers. And it's almost like this spray sort of, but supposedly it sticks onto your hair and gives your hair, it kind of grows with your hair, kind of gives the illusion that you have kind of like tiny hairs there. I have read that some people, and I don't know if it's like an application type thing, but some people have had problems getting it to stick. So do your research, find one that maybe works best for you or is easier to use and doesn't fly around all over the place, because that's another thing that I saw that where they said that it was just too dusty and made a mess. Another thing is, as I mentioned, hair toppers. I remember a couple months ago, I was in DC, and there was a beautiful waitress that would come and greet us for breakfast at the hotel we were staying in. And I admired her hair. I loved her hair. But then one morning I actually paid attention and I noticed she was wearing a hair topper. And I think I paid attention because she'd talked about my hair. And so I looked at her hair and I told her, your hair's so beautiful. It's always beautiful. Every morning we come in here. And then I realized she's wearing a hair topper. And you know what? It had a part, it had a part just like we have a part on our own scalp. It was amazing. It was beautiful. So that is an option. And you know what? It's all about you. It's kind of like wearing earrings or makeup or whatever. You're wearing it for that occasion. If it makes you feel empowering, makes you feel good, do it. Who cares about what other people think? I'm a hair person and I'm like, oh, your hair looks beautiful. Then I noticed what it was, but it didn't look, like, remember back in the 80s and 90s, when men used to wear rugs on their head, I'm sorry. And it looks so fake. Doesn't look like that. It looks amazing. And, if you don't have a hair issue, they kind of give you that versatility of changing the way you look or the type of hair texture that you have. So I think hair toppers are amazing. Another thing that I think a lot of us, as when we were younger, like to play with are wigs. Wigs are a great option. And nowadays, the type of hair that is in the wigs or the color, the cut, all that stuff, it's changed dramatically. It makes you feel like it's you. I mean, wigs are amazing. I like to wear them during the holidays, like for Halloween and stuff, just because they're fun. But you can find really good wigs, and those are amazing options. I have a friend who actually wears a wig. I didn't know she wore a wig, but she looks good. She looks good, doesn't? It's not like you're like, whoa. No, I'm like, wow, she's so beautiful. So those are options. Another thing are hairstyles. We're in a different period now. It's not like back in the 50s where, you can't do this, can't wear this, indoors, outdoors. You wear a hat. Hats are a beautiful accessory, but they're also something that you can use to give you your confidence back. Scarves. You can wear a scarf. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you. Anytime I've ever seen a woman wearing a scarf on her hair, I always think, oh my goodness, she looks so elegant. There's just a certain elegancy to that. That's something you can do. Another thing is, headbands. If you have like a certain spot up here, get a wide headband. Just something that empowers you. And they're so classy. I don't know. I mean, to me, it takes me back to like the 50s where women always look classy. Bring it back. Make it you. Those are really good options. So those are just ideas. But find what works for you. Find what makes you feel comfortable. I think that's the main thing here. And let's walk through this journey together. Don't isolate yourself because your hair is falling out. Because here's the thing, is if you keep stressing out about my hair is falling, that stress is just going to constantly live there. And as I mentioned before in that episode 2 weeks ago, that stress, once that stress, you're no longer holding on to that stress, it can take 3 to 6 months for your body to shift and start regrowing its hair back. If you're doing it in a more natural approach, or even if you're taking minoxidil. I will give you really good news. Yesterday, I did wash my hair and I was shocked. I was really, really shocked because there was like very little hair in the drain. And then I brushed and I thought, okay, yeah. When I brush my hair, I'm going to see the hair. And guess what? Very little hair falling out. So yay, it's happening. But I think it's happening because I'm letting go of the stress. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing the helmet. I'm taking my vitamins. I am taking minoxidil. I am brushing my hair more often. That was something that I didn't do. And a lot of us take for granted that I'm not going to brush my hair because it's going to fall. But it's actually good for your scalp. It's kind of like a scalp massage. So that, and I try to make sure not to put my hair up in a bun if I don't need to. try to wear my hair loose because I don't want to pull my hair. Another thing that's really, really important is if you are outdoor, always, always wear a hat. You know, I think we emphasize about wearing sunscreen on our face and body. Well, you know what? Your scalp needs that same TLC. Wear a hat. So that's what I have to share with you all. I hope that my tricks and tips, the things that worked for me, the things that I've explored but haven't tried, will open the door for you to have some sense of hope. That's what I want. I want you to have hope that we can get through this. We're okay. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to write them down below in the comments, and I will make sure to answer them or just support you. So if you'd like any additional information, want to see some pictures of potential haircuts that you can wear while we grow our hair back, I'll make sure to post them on my blog post, which is createthebestme.com/EP136. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next week. Bye for now.